maybe you think she was nothing like your mom, but I think if maybe you started like really breaking it down and looking at it, you'd be like, okay, they're not exactly the same, but look at all these key things about her.
they both resent me, so she is kind of like my mom in that
You
aspect.
didn't have a father figure. No?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe like.
What's that supposed to mean?
You're looking for a guy.
Oh, okay. All right, hello everyone. Welcome to the Hot Button Podcast. I'm here with Andrew. Say hello.
Hey.
And Karl.
Yo, yo, yo.
Yeah. I brought these two together. This is actually the first time they've ever met. I mean, we've talked before this, but this is the first day you guys met. How's it feel?
I think feels good. Yeah.
I think he's alright, dude.
He's pretty cool.
I think he's a good dude.
It's because the last one where I did you and Vince, you were the best thing about that podcast. And then with him, he was the whole reason to do the podcast. So I'm like, fucking mathematician. I'm like, just fucking put the two together. Yeah. So anyways, this is, hopefully we can keep doing it like this because this seems like the way to go. We actually had food to kind of break the ice. We tried to go to this Islamic Chinese food place.
Right.
Yeah, we got kicked out of that place because we were a bunch of white guys and a Mexican. They weren't having that. And then we went to... Fuck was it called? Monkey Business?
Monkey Business, yeah. It's basically this fucking cafe that's like... They take a bunch of like delinquents and drug addicts from like down at the...
And they put them there for like rehabilitation.
Yeah, it's a part of the like...
Rehab, yeah. And that place was fucked up. There's a hot chick there, man.
Dude, I liked her.
She
like
was good looking.
the more that I looked at her, the more I was like,
yeah,
fuck.
She had this tattoo on the back of her leg. Where like the stitches, and it made you look up her leg and up down it, you know?
Dude, yeah, and dude, she just was fucking...
Like in shape. She
looks like she dates assholes.
She probably does.
Yeah. Fucking scumbags, man.
When you think about like what that whole business is based around, like, yeah, she probably has like been in deep with some fucking shady guys.
Yeah, why is she here?
But she's still fucking pretty. I don't care if you don't...
Yeah.
She had these piercings on her fucking...
She did?
Yeah, up on her fucking...
How do you get those?
That shit looks intense.
Do you know how you get those?
I don't know. How do you get a piercing?
It was fucking...
I never got a piercing. How do you get it?
Dude, it was fucking... I don't know how that happens. I don't know how that works.
They just put a spear through their
I don't know. It looks painful as fuck, though.
She had an Illuminati. Or she had like a triangle, like a pyramid on her back.
What is that?
With the all-seeing eye?
I don't know. I think so. I think there was an all-seeing eye.
I don't like that shit.
That's creepy, man.
That seems like too intelligent and intellectual for someone like that. Even if I don't agree with it.
Dude, plenty of people
do that shit.
That are fucked up like that are still smart. They just like chose to do bad things.
I like to think what Karl thinks. She doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about.
I don't know.
So anyways, you came to the house.
Yep.
The Dittman household.
Yep. Found out it's a communist haven.
Yeah.
Which is not me.
Uh-huh. It's like your grandpa is like a big communist.
I think he's died down a little bit, but he used to be pretty big.
Does he want? Does he feel like he's? I feel like he's just doing it because he wants attention or something. Does he really actually believe in it?
He does. Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of fucked up.
I don't think like some of the stuff that you said to like off the record.
Yeah.
I don't think somebody who's just doing it for the fucking lulls is gonna do that stuff. Yeah. Like, no way, dude. That is real. That's fucking real life, dude.
Yeah. He's atheist too, but he goes to church. If that makes any sense. He goes to a Unitarian church. He's
what
like,
the fuck?
Carl, you don't go to church? What's wrong with you?
Wait, why does he fucking do that?
Why does he go to church?
I'm not an atheist. Like, not even slightly. But like, why does he go to church if he's an atheist?
I don't really... It's a Unitarian church. I don't know...
What's Unitarian?
It means like...
It's like unitology?
No, it's like... I think the whole idea is like many, like different... All religions can come there. It's like a church for everybody.
That's like heresy to me.
Yeah. I don't know how that works. I went there one time when I was in daycare. I was like...
You went to fucking
serious.
How old were you?
11 or something.
Oh, that's so bad. I thought you were going to say like
indoctrination.
18.
Yeah, last year. I would just go and like get the cookies and stuff. I don't know what the fuck they talk about.
You're like, I just wanted the fucking snacks.
Yeah, that's why I was there.
Dude, when I was a kid and I was like went to church, I just wanted the snacks.
Yeah,
I would always be like, I hope we get the goldfish today. Because like certain times we get goldfish, I'd be like that and like the I think the famous
cookies.
Amos cookies.
Oh yeah.
Those two, I'd be like, yeah, I hope we get like that fucking double whammy.
Oh, wait, you go to Christian church?
Yeah.
Okay, I went to Catholic, so it really strict. And we got those little those little circle things like
The wafers.
Christ checks, whatever they're called.
Oh,
So I do my first communion so I can eat that. That was like my motivation.
Oh man, I got a bone to pick with Catholicism. Big time.
I got a lot of bones to pick with them. Anyways, that's not the fucking.
Yeah, we don't need to. We don't
need to get into that. Okay,
we don't need to go.
We're not doing into the whole communist thing. But anyway, so your grandpa's a communist. We're not getting into that. Speaking of communists, Russia.
Oh, what about it?
Well, before we get to Russia, what was this cult party you went to that one time?
Oh, dude, I want to hear this.
Yeah, I haven't heard this story. Dude, I've known this guy for such a long time, and there's still shit like
I'm really excited.
He's never fucking told me.
about
Right, so basically, my mom. Okay, it starts off. My mom is good friends with this chick. She's like this rich, like a trust fund baby, I guess.
You are?
I don't know what that's like, but
Yeah, you do.
she's like a real like fucking huge. Like her she's Swiss, and like her parents owned like all these art galleries and just like tons of money, and like I don't know, they were in like the whole Swiss bank heritage bullshit.
Nice.
So she's fucking low. She had back problems. I don't know. She didn't really need the introduction there, but she had back problems, and so she wanted to get into like how to fix it. So she like met this one guy named Master Hora. That's the guy's name, Master Hora, and it's like these weird exercises where it's like the whole philosophy behind it is like you're supposed to straighten your back, like your spine should be completely straight. Like,
is that
that's
realistic?
The whole idea. No, it's not. But I'll get into that in a second. Like the whole idea is like if you have a perfectly straight spine, you're like enlightened, because they're saying like as mammals, like as primates, we like they were like slouched over. They show like the progression of man. Get slowly like the posture is getting straighter as they grow up, and they ultimately think.
Oh, that makes sense. I mean, I can see where they're going with
right,
that.
I understand that too. And then they say like what do they call them? The Greys, the aliens. They have like perfectly straight posture, and they're like. It's all bullshit. I mean, maybe there's some truth to it, but anyway.
I know about some of this shit, so like I'm getting really intrigued right
With the
now.
gray aliens?
Yeah, dude, I know about that shit.
Okay.
I would be sarcastic, really.
No, I'm not fucking kidding. Like I used to study that kind of shit.
Oh, that's
wow.
cool. Okay, we'll talk about it.
I'm not saying it's all real. I'm just saying I know about. I know the information, but I want to hear the cult story.
Okay. So she wanted to fix her back. The whole
Wait, there's no aliens in the cult story?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm kidding. There's these weird exercises based around just strengthening your back. It's like yoga. It's this weird yoga, but it's like I can't explain. It's not regular yoga. It's like fucking wacky. But it was actually effective. Like because I did it for like 2 weeks or whatever when I was in Russia. So at the time I was in high school and I was like reading all these like spirituality books and enlightenment. And I was really into like my health and yoga, and I was just kind of fascinated because it was like apparently there was like this master, and it was like the knowledge was like a divine knowledge that he inherited. It wasn't something he'd learned. It was just something that he like was born with. And I was like, oh, this guy sounds kind of neat. And I was like familiar with like Eastern yoga, but like not like Russian yoga. I didn't even heard of that. I was like, okay, this sounds cool. So at the time, I remember I was in the summer with Ollie. We were there. We hung out. Remember, I was like, oh, I gotta go to Russia. Remember that? So I went to Chicago, and there was like and there was like a seminar thing there where there was like a basic course thing, and they gave us like a very private lesson, and I was like amazed because what was it? There was something that was amazing about it. Like we did all these exercises, and they told me to get up and walk around the room after doing all these exercises, and it was like the weirdest thing. Like I felt so good when I was walking. Like my posture was like straight, and I could like walk so much more efficiently. I was like, this is fucking amazing. Like I feel like so much stronger. Yeah. I was like, wow, I want to go do this. So anyway,
can you teach me some of these things, man?
I'll show you. Yeah. So Tanya,
is it gay?
No, it's not gay.
Okay.
Tanya told me. Tanya's the rich chick. She's like, I came back to California. She's like, if you want to go to Russia, I'll pay for it all. If you want to go study with this guy, and I was like, you know what? I'll go fucking do it. So, next thing you know, I'm on a fucking plane over to Russia, all these stops. It was a pain in the ass. I was traveling for like 26 hours straight. It was the shittiest experience. Anyway, I got there, and I don't know. I don't speak any fucking Russian. I don't know what the hell's going on. No, not at all. Okay. Everyone around me doesn't speak English. I'm just like kind of fucking going for it. Next thing I know, I'm like in like some fucking weird Russian airport, going through customs, and like they're asking for papers, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're saying. I'm just like showing everything. Like, no. Everyone's such a fucking asshole there.
Oh, man.
So I arrive, and they have, like, signs for me saying, Karl, like that.
Oh.
And I'm, like, walking out, like, fucking in a daze. I got my suitcases or whatever. And I see, like, these two, like, really hot chicks in heels.
Uh-huh.
Like, I was like, damn, what the hell's going on here? Like, fucking really well dressed with the name Karl. And, like, really, like, looked good. And I was like, hey. And then there was, like, one beat girl who was from Chicago. I was supposed to travel with.
Chicago.
She's fucking beat. I'll get into another funny story about this.
Look, you're beat. You know you're beat.
She's like...
Have you seen that video?
She had the worst. She had the worst posture ever. Like her posture was like
Worse than mine?
this. It was like this. It was really like that. She had like no ass. It was like that. She had like this big double chin like this. I can't even do it. She was hideous.
This is the worst.
Really nice, but she was like literally everything I hated in a woman. She was that. Like, all of her ideology, she was like a huge, like, Democrat. She thought Obama was the be-all, end-all and
Oh,
shit.
my God.
Fucking dude, I love this guy right now.
So she was, anyway, I was supposed to travel with her, but I arrived, there's these two hot Russian chicks, and there's the one beat chick. And I'm like, oh, thank God. They speak English. It's like, oh, thank God. So we got the fuck out of there, and they have, like, this Toyota Celica, like this blue one that's, like, kind of cool, I guess. And we get in it, and we're driving on the freeway to, like, go home. Or I don't know where the fuck I'm going. I'm staying at this old lady's apartment in the middle of nowhere. So we're driving on the freeway, and the first thing I see when I get in Russia, I was like, we're going. And I'm I'm fucking out of it. And I look over, and like next to me, there was like a car driving backwards. I'm not even kidding. There's a guy that went like this, like driving on the freeway, like this. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And we're going like 70 miles per hour. There's like nobody on the road. There's this one guy, like old guy, in this fucking like a wooden like station wagon thing, going backwards like 70 miles per hour. I was like, was that guy going backwards right now, or am I just seeing shit? They're like, no. They're like, that's fucking weird. We've never seen that before. So anyway, I get taken to this old lady's apartment. It's the creepiest apartment building ever. It looks like, you know, that map on Call
The way
of
you
Duty.
described it was like super surreal.
It was like,
Wait,
there
what
were all
map?
these really tall, like...
Wait, what map is it?
Okay, you know the map on Call of Duty 4 called Block?
Block.
It was the one with the big, like, statue.
Oh, yeah. There's the apartment
like
buildings
that.
that look across from each other.
It was, like, very similar to that. Like, all the buildings were that same structure where it was, like, a lot of concrete.
Yeah.
Right? And there was like, the building that was next to it was, like, completely, like, demolished, like, what's that called? Not a thick, it's called, like, barb or roof. I don't know what the hell it's called. They use it in construction sites. Really
Those little, like, metal
they put
things
them
in the middle of the concrete.
Right, they put them, I don't know what it's called, but it's like, it looked like that. It looked like it was like halfway demolished.
Oh.
It was right next to that, and there was like this weird rocky dirt road. It was like this abandoned playground. I turned right, and we parked. She just dropped off. She's like, okay, go up, get into the building and go up the elevator. And I was like, okay. So they punched in the code in this big fucking like heavy steel door. Like you could tell like people were trying to break into it all the time or something. Opened it up. There was another door, and like looking down, there was like right before you walk in, there was the thing they use for like cattle and like pigs, like so they can't like escape the farm. It's just like the two poles, like so their hoofs get stuck.
Oh, okay.
There was like one of those on the ground for some reason. I don't fucking know. Like if they're like bringing cattle in there or something. So I walk in, and then I go up the elevator, which is like filled with these like fucking like giant mosquito things, crane flies, you know.
Yeah.
Disgusting. And then the lights didn't work, so I'm going up this elevator in the fucking dark. I turn around, and it's like, I can't see the lights, but I see this one flashing light in the corner. It's a fucking camera.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, hello. And I knock on the door. This fucking old lady opens it up, and like inside her apartment's like really nice.
Wait, how'd you know what apartment it was? They didn't
They
tell
just
you.
told me. They said go up to this floor and then turn right. And there was only one room on the floor.
Huh.
So I open it up, and there's this really nice old lady, and she's like, oh, I know. She's speaking Russian. She gives me a hug and like kisses me, and like, I see her cat. I can't remember the name. It's a Kochka. Something like that. Kochka. It's like, and the cat was like the most Russian-looking cat you ever seen. I don't know why. The cat was a fucking asshole.
How does a cat look Russian?
I don't know, man. I was like, that's the most Russian-looking cat. Like this really big fat face, and just like looking at me.
Was it like the Wilfred Brimley cat?
Yeah, it's like similar
Oh,
to that. It was
fuck.
It was like always pissed, like it didn't want a pet. It was great. And she had like just pictures of like cats everywhere in her apartment. She had like this like couch I slept on, and like it was a wacky like layout of the apartment. It was the smallest fucking.
But you're staying there with
apartment.
that beat chick, right?
Staying there with the beat chick. Thank God she spoke English. She was kind of like my guide. I kind of had to be nice to her.
She spoke Russian too, right?
Yeah,
I see you had it. Yeah, fucking.
Anyway, I'll get in a story with her where she had like extreme diarrhea and she tried to fuck me. But
Whoa! Holy shit!
I will tell you the story where she had extreme diarrhea and she
Well, I
went
can
to
give that
fuck-
now.
You can okay. Tell us that
Okay.
like after.
Okay.
Fuck.
And then what happened?
Oh my God.
Okay, so the next morning I wake up and they take me to like go out to eat and like there's a group of like the whole like I don't know what to call it. They said they didn't want to like he's like, oh, you know, people think we're a cult, but we're really not a cult. And like that's exactly what a cult would say. And he's like
You're like
cult
fucking
members, right?
detective.
And I was like, they just seemed like really culty from the start. They took me out to like all these really nice high-end restaurants. I didn't pay for a damn thing.
Nice.
And everyone there was like really well dressed. We were talking.
What
about
were you
like,
wearing?
yoga. Just like whatever the fuck I'm wearing. I was wearing shit,
sucks.
dude. I was just wearing like crap. I didn't care.
Oh, they took you out to like really nice
Yeah,
places,
right. Yeah.
and you're like the only one.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I
what-
wasn't like. I mean, I was.
I would be that
But
guy.
people thought like, okay, the thing is, they think Americans are the coolest motherfuckers on the face of the planet. So no matter what I did, like I was like in, no matter what.
Yeah.
Like you're like, oh wow, I really like your style. It's like, dude, I'm wearing like
Your
shoes,
Air
like
Force
cargo shorts. I think I brought this shirt with me and like a sweatshirt. Like I wasn't wearing anything. I was wearing these fucking Converses. And I was wearing like those beat up moccasins I had for like 4 fucking years. I was wearing those things. And they just thought I was the coolest guy. And I was like really sunburned, so they thought I was like a surfer or something. So, I can't remember. They took me, okay, and then we had like our first class. And it was like, everybody was like, these like Russian people, and like standing up really straight like this.
Uh-huh.
And they're like, okay, we're like, walk. We're like, okay. And they start just like walking around this fucking circle. We're like walking around, like, no, bad posture, bad posture. They'll just like spank you or something. We're like,
Oh, really?
yeah. And, like, okay, you have to walk like this. And they're like, watch how I walk, watch how I walk. And they do like specific walk where you have to like walk on, I can't remember how it was, but it was like, it's weird walking, you have to walk on your heels properly. Anyway, so, and there was like the master's son. I never met the master, whatever, but the master's son was this guy named Gora. He was like, pretty fucking cool dude. Looked like a rat though. He had like this big nose. Really nice guy though, and spoke like half decent English. And like all the like hot chicks in the cult were trying to sleep with him because they knew he was the master's son.
Nice.
This is weird tension, but
This is
I
awesome.
I could show you the exercises, but they're like weird. Like they have to do with like rotating your spine and like I don't know, strengthening it and like keeping your posture straight and like it's weird. Like the whole idea was like you're supposed to keep like your chin tucked and like your shoulders back like this and like push your shoulders down, like that straightens out your spine like that. It's like
the cult
it kinda,
centered
like,
around
fucked
like
it up.
proper posture.
Yeah, that's pretty much. See, they took me to a bunch of nice restaurants. They took me like on tours and stuff.
Tours?
Yeah, like
Like
I
music?
see
Tours
shit
of-
like on boats.
Tours of duty?
And then I don't know. They just took me to all like the sightseeing spots a lot of the times. And then we had like classes like twice a day, every day for like a week and a half.
What were the classes? What you do in class?
Oh, they had different things, but most of them were like just those exercises, and you were just kind
Okay.
of improving on them. And they had like specific classes that were just for me, where they do them in English. And then they had this one exercise that revolved around a stick. They used a stick, this big like staff, and you'd have to like put it around your waist like this, and like rotate it back and forth. There's like a certain way to like you rotate the stick so that it's good for your posture. Weird shit. I can't remember half the stuff like they were teaching me, but
What was up with those chicks in high heels?
they were like the representatives or like of the horror organization. What it's called. They're dressed like whores. I don't know. And the whole philosophy was like it was good. They wore like super high heels because like the master ordered them to wear that. Like that had to be their attire. Like to be in the cult, women had to wear those high heels because they argued that was good for their posture. Which I don't.
Is it?
I think that's absolutely bullshit. If you ask me. I
it's
think he
like-
just wanted to see them in high heels, hot chicks
Yeah.
in high heels.
Why is
So
it?
all the girls, like, and there was like most of the girls in the thing were like, really good looking. And this one girl like tried to like kept in touch with me through Facebook, but I deleted my Facebook. But she like wanted to come to America.
Did like they try
and
to like
stuff.
sleep with you?
I don't know. They were like just trying to like seduce me and stuff. Like it was just weird. Like if you need anything at all, just let me know anything. Like, and they were like just like taking me around. Like they would like try to like hold my hand sometimes, or just like weird shit like that. And I was just like.
Did you ever let them hold your hand?
Not really. I mean, I was like, no. I was like,
But were they
like
good-looking
smile at
ladies?
them and stuff. What?
Were they like good looking ladies?
They were pretty good looking, but you know, there's one like they had bad breath though.
Well, that
they had,
fucks
they
it
had
up.
bad teeth.
That
Like,
fucks it up
like,
too.
one girl had really nice teeth, but then like bad breath, and then one girl had bad teeth and like my bad breath. It was was like, fuck.
If
that.
you could combine them into a mega person.
And then one of the girls was like, it was like a big scandal. I was there. Was like fucking the master's son.
Oh God.
Yeah, I don't know.
The master's son scandal.
Yeah.
It's like politics, dude. I think he's a fucking senator or something.
I don't know. At the end of the day, the trip was like very non-eventful. I learned a little bit about what they were teaching, like a week and a half, or something. It was cool though. We taken like all like the nicest.
Did you like call them out on their bullshit?
Yeah, well, because they had one exercise. There's a yoga called Kundalini Yoga, which is basically based around like your spine, but you're not supposed to straighten out your spine. You're supposed to be fluid. The Kundalini like translates into like snake. It's called the serpent power. The whole idea is like your spine's supposed to be flexible because you secrete what's it called spinal fluid into your body. Like, I don't know. They were trying to argue that all of their information was like divine and like he was like Jesus and he was born with it, and it was like it wasn't like learned or something. I was like, dude, this has been around forever. This kind of yoga, and they were like, no, this is original material. I was like, that's bullshit. Anyway, but I didn't like. I don't know. It was kind of like weird. There's people there like just kind of fucking creepy. Like,
Yeah.
Russia's fucked up place, man. At least that part. And that was like a nice part, too. I don't know. There's not really much more to talk about.
What about Diarrhea chick? There's a lot to talk about there.
Okay, so there's this little apartment, and she was like sick, right? She was like had stomach. She went out partying the night before. This beat ass chick. She was, I don't know what the fuck. Oh, yeah. They went out to like these nightclubs every night. And they asked me, like, if I wanted to come. And I just don't like to go to clubs anyway. But I was like, fuck them. I'm not going with you crazy bastards. They went to these clubs. But there's this one exercise where, okay, they had, like, part of their program was, like, they try to get kids off of drugs, Russian kids off of drugs, because they claimed you could get a high from doing these exercises. So there's, like, these weird exercises where, like, there's, like, this techno music. And, like, the whole, like, you're supposed to go like this. Like, you start like this. And then, like, it was, like, different, like, and you would like this, and it was like with this music, like this Russian music. Doom, doom, doom.
What were they saying? Like if you do the exercise right, you can like release DMT.
Yeah, something like that. And then like it was like this weird thing. You go like.
I think they all were already doing drugs,
weird,
and that's why they were saying that.
And you know, like everybody was doing it around me, so I kind of like had to do it. I was like, this is fucking stupid. Let's go with it, you know. Whatever. So I was doing it, and then. Okay. When they went to these nightclubs though, but they claimed this was like a form of dance. So I swear to God, like. I can't remember. We were at like a cat. I didn't go to the clubs with them, but they said like when they go to clubs, they do this dance thing. And, like, but when people are like doing like regular dancing, they're doing like this weird fucking like bullshit. Everyone's looking at it weird. But we were at this one cafe one time with this music playing, and they like those two hot chicks in the heels just started doing like this dance all of a sudden in the middle of public. I was like, what the hell's going on? Anyway, the diarrhea chick. She was out partying the night before doing that stupid fucking dancing shit. And she came home, and she must have eaten something bad. I don't know what happened. But we were kind of, it was a really small apartment. And she...
Paper thin walls?
Yeah. So basically, there was like, the bathroom was like really weird. It was like this, okay, there was like two doors. There was like a door like this, but it was like small. It was like this big, right? And there was one right next to it right here, right? And this was like the sink. This was like the toilet, and this was the shower and sink, right? So, and then right on the opposite side of the wall right here, where the toilet was, there was a desk there, and I put my computer there, just like while I was there. And I was on my computer, and all of a sudden, like, she went in the bathroom. She didn't go out all day, and then like, she went in the bathroom. I just realized, I was like, oh god, this is gross. And I started like, I was like, I'm gonna pretend like if she walks out, because like literally like as soon as she walks out, like, she's gonna see me. It's like paper thin walls. People don't like hear through it. So as soon as she walks out, like, I'm going to make eye contact with her. So I decide not to. Like, I decide to get up and go to the room because I think it would be awkward. Anyway, so I go in the bathroom later after the fumes have cleared out. And I just see the entire, like, inside of the fucking toilet bowl just, like, plastered. It's disgusting. I try to, like, lift up the seat to take a piss, and it's just, like, on the top of the seat, it's just, like...
Oh, dude, that's
fucking
man. Nasty.
Like, oh, God, that's fucking gross. So, I don't know. And then later she like gave me this whole story about like she was like I kept trying to talk about like Ollie. I was like, oh yeah, I gotta go from that home.
You're trying to like fucking take the heat off.
Yeah.
Like, hey, get the picture.
And she kept saying like she's telling me about like this whole she was like lesbian, but she was like kind of into guys. She started crying, and she
Why?
like this is like really late at night. I don't know. She was like, I don't know, man. I think she just wanted like attention, but she's like, can you give me a hug? I was like, oh, I don't know. She like started like crawling like on like there was like 2 couches. I was on this one. She was on this one. She like crawled over, like tried to like lay next to me. Like,
God.
I was like kind of just like saying like, okay. She's like wanted to cuddle with me. I'm like, I don't know. It was just awkward.
Yeah.
I don't know if she actually wanted me to fuck her, but it was like
Do you know
this
what her
weird
name is?
vibe. And she was like, oh, I love your hair so much. And, like,
Dude,
things
this-
like that.
Everything that you've said since the cult story started is like so fucked up.
Yeah.
Wait, do you know her name? Her first and last name? I mean, don't say it, but because I'll look her up on Facebook if you do.
Fuck. I have an email with her name in it. I'm sure I
Nice.
can find it.
We're gonna
again.
fucking
I have pictures with her. I'll show you.
look into that
I'll show
shit.
you. When I got home, I had a picture where I put my hand around her waist.
Uh-huh.
The beat ass chick.
Hover hand?
Yeah, no, it wasn't great. I don't do hover hand, even with ugly chicks. I feel like
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it with ugly.
I did
I would
with
hover
ugly
hand.
I pretend like I'm socially awkward.
I would hover hand with
I
a
did.
beat
I
chick.
don't know, whatever. And it was like, and then all I saw a picture later, and she's like, "Who's she?" I was like, "Trust me, she's the most beat fucking girl you're gonna see in your entire life. Trust me." She's like, oh. She was like starting to get insecure. Like, trust me, I fucking hate her. Okay.
Speaking of women and fucking shit up, have you seen what happened? You know who Christy Mack is, right?
Yeah,
See those pictures?
dude.
You got
I forget
the pulp, man.
I forget how many bones. It was something like 18 bones in her face.
Oh yeah,
Something like that. And
Pounding of a lifetime, man.
dude, that guy who calls himself WarMachine. Did you see like I do?
Dude, he did a
his
fucking
shirt
bunch
say?
of
alpha male shit.
Yeah, dude, somebody like fucking changed it to like I do domestic violence shit. And here's the other thing: he's actually not well liked in the MMA community. Like
Right.
other fighters don't like
Don't
this
like
guy.
that guy.
Dude, like
I looked into it
Yeah.
for a while. I listened to like the Joe Rogan podcast.
you can like diagnose him too. Like this guy is fucked up.
Did Joe Rogan say anything about it?
I don't think he's made a comment yet. I know he had him on the show like I don't know. Like
It would have been
7
funny if
months
Joe
before
Rogan's like, I'll fucking like get in the octagon with him, like, or I'll fucking.
No, but he was
beat you
acting
up.
like I forget, dude. But he's acting like really childish.
that. Yeah, he's like acts psychotic as it was.
Uh-huh.
He did like he pumped his body full of like just like a ton of testosterone.
Yeah.
And, like all these like performance
And
enhancing shit.
it seemed like
And
he had
then
Asperger's.
on top of that,
He seemed like he had Asperger's.
yeah, he had like some kind of like hypermental disorder.
Well, that shit fucks you up, dude. Like,
But yeah, and then on top of that, he was doing antidepressants.
which was just like
So it's
fucked
like, what
everything
the hell
up.
do you expect? So the guy's just
man.
like
I want to have a conversation with
walking
this.
experiment.
I want to have a conversation with this about my mom because she's a psychologist and every like medication is like the answer to everything for her. Like, see her fucking medicine cabinet. I call her what do I call her? A socially accepted drug addict.
Oh, man.
And so anyway, so like she tries to get me back on antidepressants all the fucking time. And I don't know. My mom's she says she's a fucking doctor. She does a bunch of stupid shit. And I always tell her like, Mom, like you're a doctor. You can't say shit like that anymore. So anyways, Chris Mack got fucked up, man. And Fleshlight did that.
Yeah.
He's pretty fucking noble, though.
Yeah. Well, we were thinking like, how much do they donate? Like 5,000.
That's not that.
That's nothing, dude. Why?
$5,000.
Fleshlight should have been like, look, $10,000.
We'll throw in a free fish.
We'll throw in 10.
Christy Mack model.
Yeah.
Dude, those Christy Mack flashlights gotta be selling like fucking.
Here's the thing. Christy Mack is a super attractive
Oh,
woman, dude.
she's
Like, oh my god.
Dude, but I was reading her. I was on her Twitter yesterday.
Dude, and she's not a big dude. She's a little girl. Like she's.
Yeah, I
fucking-
know.
Well, she's not little, you know.
Shut the fuck up.
Anyway, so I was on her Twitter yesterday. She got replacement teeth.
Yeah, dude.
She's gotten a lot of like donations. And
Dude,
shit
she
like
got
her.
fucked up. Her body got wrecked.
But
by
do you
this
think
guy.
she'll
He
ever-
fucking stabbed her and shit, dude.
Yeah,
Really?
He broke bones in her legs. He fucking stabbed her. He was gonna kill her.
But what did she do?
What do you mean? What did she do?
She didn't. Well,
She didn't do fucking anything to
From
deserve
like what I
that.
read,
Well,
like he walked.
what made him
He
mad?
was with
This-
another guy, right? And then he walked in, apparently going to propose.
Here's what actually happened.
It is
He's bullshit.
I-
Yeah, that
Here's what
football
actually
thing
happened.
was
Yeah, I
fucking.
told
They were
lying.
broken up for like some months.
Yeah.
He had moved back to San Diego.
Okay.
He shows up unannounced while she's hanging out with a male friend who, and it's like, it's not his fucking business anymore because they're not together.
Right.
Okay.
And they had their clothes on, so there was nothing going on. And then the guy, like, he beats the shit out of this guy, sends him on his way, and then fucking makes her undress, like, get in the shower, and then he was gonna fucking rape her, dude.
Holy shit.
And he was, like, disappointed with himself because he couldn't get it up. And then he just continues beating the shit out of her. He cut off some of her hair with like a kitchen knife.
What the fuck did you read this? I didn't read this.
Dude, this was
I
like
like some of that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
and he stabbed her and shit with like a dull blade and
Like
like
go get a sharper knife.
yeah, and then so like basically while she had her chance, she like fucking like gets up. This is how you know adrenaline really like kicks in because there's no way
You're gonna get up.
she can't fucking move anymore. But that adrenaline kicked in. It was like you fight through the pain.
Yeah.
She gets up and like runs and just fucking goes through the neighborhood. She's like jumping over fences and shit, knocking on doors just until somebody finally answers the door. She's got like no clothes on because the guy like.
I would answer that.
Yeah.
But dude, can you imagine that? Like she's just covered in blood and shit, and like, oh my god, it's Christy Mack, and what the fuck happened to you?
Yeah.
Oh, really nice tits. You know, I'm like, what's going on here?
That's the last thing that would have gone through my mind. I would have been like, what the fuck can I
You
do
just
to
said she
help
was
you?
naked. That's the first thing that you see, man.
Yeah, but if she's all fucked up like that, you're gonna be like, dude, okay, how can I help
I would
this
get a
person?
boner and I would help her.
Jesus. I would be concerned, like, immediately.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
But do you think she'll ever return to porn? I don't think she can.
Yeah, she could.
But she has replacement teeth. Like, the thing is, like,
You think anyone's gonna notice that?
Dude,
No, but the thing is, like-
Listen. It's the porn industry. Do you know how much
Yeah, she
shit
get
they can do?
modification.
no, they're gonna pay her a lot of money to come back. That's what's gonna
Yeah, that's
happen.
what they're gonna do.
No,
And
but
this
the
whole
thing is-
thing, there's gonna be people like jerking it out of sympathy to her.
Yeah,
That's really what's gonna happen. Dude.
sympathy tears out of their penis. You know?
I guess, dude.
But the thing is, like, you see how bad she's fucked up. You know, even when she gets healthy,
That's traumatic,
I don't think
dude.
she's gonna look like she did. You know, like she's gonna look fucked up.
I don't know.
Like,
I
once
don't
the
know. I don't know how that works if you get like facial bones
Listen,
broken to get restructured.
Medical science has come a long way.
Right.
It really has. It's not like it used to be.
Hey, look at her tits, man.
Jesus. Fucking in poor taste, dude.
No, it's not. You know, we're raising awareness.
But we're talking about how she got beat down by a misogynist prick.
Right.
And like you're bringing up her tits and how nice they are. Like, come on, dude. We can talk about that later.
I'm trying to appreciate her
Whatever.
as a person.
Okay. Tell her that. I'm sure she'll feel the same way.
Okay.
Dude, that is fucked up. And like I saw some guys that were like, "Oh, dude, it's not his fault," and like all this shit. Like,
Yeah, I
fuck
read
you,
that
it's
too.
not his fault.
Yeah.
And like WarMachine, as he calls himself, was like going on Tumblr and Twitter and shit and saying like, "Oh, she belongs to me. She's my property." And like,
Was
all
it
this
like
shit.
Dog the Bounty Hunter?
She had a tattoo. Oh no, she got a tattoo that says "Property of WarMachine."
Oh my god.
Does she really?
Yeah,
She deserved it.
And then he got one on his neck called. It says like Mac on it. You know, like I don't know.
Or her real name?
Yeah, like well, just Mac. I don't know.
Mac's her fake name.
Like well, I guess he did.
Whatever, dude. People know who he's talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Making a spectacle out of it. Like, that's, like, people will know. People don't know her real name. They're like, who the fuck is that? Like, oh, they see that? They're like, oh, yeah. I got it.
I know. So,
Oh yeah, Dog the Bounty Hunter.
yeah, so Dog the Bounty
Yeah,
Hunter.
dude.
Hear
He
about
was
that?
like, oh, I'm like... Everyone in Vegas was looking for that fucking guy, dude. Like, everyone was looking
Turned
for
out
him.
to be in Simi Valley.
You know they tased him and shit? Like,
Yeah, I would've-
it was considered, like, a high-risk raid when they found him. And they had, like, the SWAT team and shit. And he, like, they, like, tased him and beat the fuck out of him, dude. And I'm like, justice is served.
Yeah.
Like, this is the cops doing their job for real. Like, sorry, this guy deserves that
And they
shit.
found
They had something on the line, man.
they found in his apartment or the hotel room he was staying at
Like a bunch of money
a
and
bunch of
shit.
pizza and a little bit of money.
Are you serious?
Like a bunch of pizza boxes.
That's pretty funny, dude.
Yeah.
He kept eating pizza.
I just eating away.
But didn't Dog the Bounty Hunter like not want to take the money? Like say it was like not enough money.
Yeah, he said it was not enough money.
But
or
didn't
something.
like Fleshlight
And then
front him?
Fleshlight threw an extra 5,000.
Yeah.
And then he, they just said like a beat up Fleshlight.
Oh, this war vet.
It's not really a long story, but sure.
Yeah. Well, you told me this one where like you knew some guy who, like took a shit on a landmine and lost like both of his legs, but you don't fucking remember
I
it.
don't know that story I told you.
Dude, that's insane. He took a shit on a landmine.
No, but you know this other guy that's like fucking way worse.
Oh my god.
The fucking
His name was Michael. I don't want to say his last name. He was this I think he was a Polish special ops soldier, and he like killed like entire villages and stuff, and like bombed people and like did fucked up shit and had like terrible PTSD. So he was like on all these meds. And I remember one time he was like friends with my brother because my brother like really like idolizes people that have been in the military and they're like
Is he still like that?
decorated. Yes.
Okay.
Not a really good trait to have, especially when people are scumbags. Like he like this guy's a scumbag, but once he's like, oh well, he's a hero. We have to take care of him.
Oh,
Like
God.
so he's like, Karl, you know, this guy, you know, he needs help, and he crashed his car, and you know, can you go take him to the body shop? And I was like, sure, I had nothing better to do. And He's dating this chick who, okay, my brother went to school with these two girls. Their mom was dating this guy.
Okay.
So I was like, maybe I can get, because the two girls were hot. So I was like, I can follow the family tree long enough. I'll get to the hotties at the bottom.
Okay.
Pick the ripe fruit, which she has laid from her. Okay. Took him to the body shop. He was grateful or whatever. And next thing you know, like, he started, like, drinking and stuff. He was a big alcoholic, big-time alcoholic. We were driving around. I was talking about antidepressants and how terrible they were. And he started, like, kind of defending them or, like, not wanting to talk about it. And like, it's fucking, like, crazy. And he was having troubles with this girl he was living with. They got an apartment. He's actually well-educated. He went to, like, UCLA business school. But he's just, like, big alcoholic. So he started drinking a lot. He started getting in fights. He got kicked out of his house. So Weston said, hey, can he stay at our place for a bit? I was like, okay, sure. So he crashed on our house for a few nights.
Which house?
I mean, Corinth.
Oh, really?
In Santa Monica. And so he...
Oh, didn't he give you that picture? It was like a picture like a bomber plane with like a signature on it?
That was different.
That was a different guy who killed a village of people?
Yeah, that was different people. That's Jay Walker. He crashed on our couch. We're like, okay, like, no drinking here. We said, like, you can't drink here, whatever. And so he's like, he came home one day, he's like, oh. And the first thing he did, he walked around with a bottle of wine. We're like, dude, like, no drinking. He's like, okay. He's like, oh, I just want just a little bit before I go to bed. A little bit. I'm like, all right.
No, you should have done that.
We should have done something at the time, but we're like,
you fucking enabled him, dude.
It was only me at the time. I was like, I didn't know what the fuck was really going on, but
you enabled him.
I was like, sure. I was like, okay, yeah, sure, drink a little bit. He's like, I just got my heart broken. I just want to drink. I was like, all right, just fucking drink. And so the next thing I know, like,
fucking enabled him.
Like, dude, I swear to God, he brought in fucking bottle after bottle after bottle. He must have brought like 5 wine bottles. I walked in the room, he's like passed out, and like there's like 5 wine bottles. And I see like I don't walk in later, but I see there's like a bunch of like open pill bottles and shit.
Uh-huh.
It's like, oh
god damn it, dude.
And so he goes out. He finally wakes up from like his drunken slumber in the morning, and he's like, oh, thank you guys for letting me stay here. I've just been heartbroken. He was like really trying to milk this whole situation. He like, I don't know. Apparently this is like a big thing in like Poland, wherever the fuck he's from. He ate like a dozen of my eggs, right? He had this big brand new jar of mayonnaise. He was just like eating out of the fucking jar of mayonnaise with the eggs. Man.
What the fuck?
He would like mix the eggs and the mayonnaise was like, I was like, oh man, this is a fucking brand new jar of mayonnaise. It's not cool, man.
Dude, what the fuck? That guy's an asshole.
I didn't even know you bought mayonnaise.
Yeah, I did. I bought mayonnaise to make sandwiches and stuff.
Oh man.
So he ate all that, and then like, I swear to God, Wes and I were kind of like secretly laughing at the situation. Like, dude, what the fuck do we do? We gotta get this guy out of here. And like, he goes out later. He always wore like he smoked fucking his ass off, not in our room, but like outside. And he was like always wore like the same beanie, and like every day he was like really like he looked emaciated and was like really skinny and looked like shit. And he was like walking in, he was like, oh, he was like kind of like this, and he was like talking. He was like always leaving voicemails for his girlfriend. He's like, baby, I love you, baby. Why are you treating me like shit? Like that. And then like, I hear the phone call. She's like, I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you.
Oh my god,
dude. You're ruining my kid's life. It's like, oh baby, don't do this. Like all this shit. And he's just like, I hear that in the other room. And I was like playing video games with him. I don't know. So he walks out later. He's like fucking like I don't know. He's like can't fucking walk straight. And he goes out to his car. He's like, oh, I'm just gonna go. I think he said he was going to the supermarket. No, he said he was going. I don't know. He's like not going to the liquor store though. Like whenever he told me he was not going to the liquor store, I was like, all right. But he was fucking drunk, and I was like, I don't know. I didn't stop him. I couldn't really. Because Weston told me, I was like, dude, we gotta get him out. He's like, Weston was like, man, he's like a trained like special ops killer. Like, we can't do that. Man. He'll fucking like kill us, right?
He'll fucking kill us, man.
I was like, shit. Like, maybe he will. Like, I don't know. But he was like, he wasn't gonna do shit. So he's like driving. Dude, I swear to God, he's driving with the fucking bottle of like vodka in his hand, in this like shitty like Lexus station wagon. He's like driving, and he comes back with his big bag of booze, right? And he starts drinking away, and eventually we're like, I don't know, what the fuck are we gonna do? We gotta get him out of here. And so we're like, Michael, man, we gotta have you leave. We can't have you here anymore. Like, I think we said like, oh, we made some bullshit excuse like, oh, you're not on the lease, and they saw you come in, and they don't know who you are. But he still wouldn't leave. He's like, oh, I still need more time. I can't. I was just heartbroken and all this shit.
God damn it,
He was
this
like,
guy.
really-
This
We're
guy
like, I don't
became
know
a
what the fuck to
fucking
do.
ordeal.
And so,
dude.
this is going to sound really like pussy, but we're like, Mom, I don't know what the fuck to do.
You
Like,
called your mom?
yeah, I was like, what the fuck do we do? Like, I don't know how to get this guy out of here. Should we call the cops? She's like, you know what? Just stay right there. I'm coming over right now. I'm like, all right.
Dude, your mom
so
came
my
and
mom
handled
came
it?
over and she's like, Michael, get the fuck out of my... She's like, get the fuck... We need you to get the fuck out of here. Get the hell out of
Dude,
here.
your mom's awesome.
And she goes, and I swear to God, I'm not even kidding. He goes like this. He goes, oh, you're so beautiful when you're angry. That's what he said.
Oh my God,
She's
dude.
like, and my mom was like kind of flattered. She's like, oh, thank you, but this isn't about that right now. You need to get the hell out of here. Dude, oh, you're so beautiful. You're
Oh,
so beautiful.
fuck,
Like
dude.
pushing him out the door. And then what he did is like, my mom finally left, but he slept in his car, which was like right outside of our apartment. And he was like, he came like knocking on our door, like, hey, can you guys let me back in and shit? Like, no, man, I can't let you back in. Sorry. So, oh, you guys are, oh, man, I've been heartbroken.
Oh, he keeps fucking
You know,
saying
I
that.
always felt like if we moved in, I'd be like a bad roommate, but
Dude, he kept knocking on the door, and Wes and I were like, we need to get groceries or something, but we didn't want him to see that we were still there, so we had to like sneak out the back.
What the
Like,
fuck?
escape,
This is
because-
ridiculous, dude. Like,
And we finally like, I don't know, we went to his girlfriend's house, and we actually like spent the night with his daughters. I mean, with her daughters, like at their house. I don't know. We're like, oh, I'm so sorry we brought you guys into this. We thought we were gonna get late. It didn't happen. But what happened next? Oh, the next morning we went out next to his car because he was like still asleep or drunk or whatever. And we saw on the floor, dude, there was like a big like fucking pile of throw up. And like there was like, you could see like eggs, mayonnaise, and like dude, like, there was like cigarette butts in there and shit. I have a picture of it. I took a picture. I'll show you the picture.
no!
I'll show you, dude. It's fucking. We're laughing our asses
Dude, you
off.
can't make this kind of shit up.